to lose weight. All right, and let's get into it. So, if you want to lose fat, it's like it's pretty fucking simple, guys. How you want to think of it is just calories. Calories. If you're going below your caloric maintenance, you're gonna lose weight. If you're going above your caloric maintenance, you're gonna gain weight. It's as simple as that, okay? And I'll go into a little more detail what I mean with that. So what you want to do is search on Google, search like caloric maintenance, okay? And everyone's gonna have it's gonna be different for everyone. And once you do this, it'll probably bring up some calculators. You just go there, put your weight in, okay, and it'll tell you like how many calories you need to maintain your weight, okay? And like these aren't that accurate, but it's okay just to get you a basis. So I'm gonna use an example of somebody that's like 190 pounds, 200 pounds, okay? So if you're like 200 pounds, you're gonna have a caloric maintenance of like 2,200 or 2,000, probably 2,200. And if you want to lose weight, all you gotta do is cut that calories by like 500 to 800. You'll lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. If you increase it by 500 to 800, you'll gain weight. Okay, it's like it's as simple as that. And now you have that down, that basic lesson about calories and stuff. Now let's get to the working out part. And of course, like when you're trying to lose weight, another important thing is, like people always say 80% of the work is done in the kitchen, 20% is done in the gym, which is pretty true. Like if you wanna lose weight, you need to eat right. You need to eat healthy. Fucking stop eating fast food. Cut out sugary stuff like smoothies or pop. Like cut that out if you're trying to lose fat. It is not good. But let's get to the workout part. Sorry, I was just reading chat. All right, let's get to the working out part. So, whether you're a girl or a guy, this applies to you. It doesn't matter. You need to lift heavy, okay? So that's the one thing. When you go in the gym, make sure you lift heavy. Somebody said McDonald's all day in chat, yeah. Yeah, lift heavy, okay? Like, let's say on Monday you go do chest and you're gonna do bench press. You need to make sure the weight is so heavy where you physically cannot do more than 10 to 12 reps. Like, if somebody had a fucking gun to your head, like, you cannot do more than 12 reps, okay? But it should be light enough where you could at least do like 6 reps. So just keep that in mind when you work out. A lot of I see this is like most common around like with girls. They'll go into the gym, they'll pick up some dumbbells and do curls, and they'll do like 20 25 reps. This is doing nothing. So if you guys are doing any of this will do nothing for you. Okay? Keep your reps around like 6 to 12 range if you can. That's how heavy it should be. If you go above that, you're most likely not doing shit. And most girls do that. So don't make that mistake. You lift heavy and you lift hard. Don't fuck around in the gym. Don't take like your rest shouldn't be over a minute, okay? If your rest is over a minute, you're resting too long and you're fucking around. You need to keep between 30 seconds to a minute. All right? Um so yeah, we got that out of, and by the way, just ask questions in chat and I'll start answering stuff. I just want to get all the basic stuff out of the way, and I'll tell you how I lost weight in a second while keeping that in mind. Go big or go home. Yeah, so pretty much just stay heavy, guys. And let's say you're doing chest for that day. You just want to do like 4 exercises should be enough. So you could do bench press, 3 sets of 6 to 12 reps of bench press. Then you could do dumbbell press, which is just with dumbbells. You could do another 3 sets, 6 to 12. You could do flies, and then you could do dumbbell flies. Okay, that's my example for chest. Okay, so just like 4 exercises per muscle should be enough. And if you're lifting heavy, it should be, you should be fine with that. Okay, so how I lost weight. There is this thing, if you go to leangains.com, there's this like it's this lifestyle slash diet called intermittent fasting. And what it is you fast for 16 hours of the day and then you eat for 8 hours. Okay, and that I do that to this day. I love it. If you have more questions, if you want to learn about it in detail, go to leangains.com. I'll post it in chat. I'll post it on YouTube or whatever. Leniens.com. It's by Martin Burkham. I don't know how do you say his last name, but it's really good. There's a lot of reading to do, but it's really cool stuff, guys. And yeah, you just fast for 16 hours and then you eat for 8 hours. So how this usually looks for me is, I'll go to sleep, I'll wake up, I'll probably, let's say I wake up around like 8 o'clock. I'll wait till like 12 o'clock to go to the gym. And before I work out, I'll intake BCAAs before you work out. That way you don't break down any muscle mass. And then once you get out of the gym, you could start your eating period. So let's say I go to the gym at 12, I'll take my BCAAs, get home at 2. Then I eat from, like, let's say 2 o'clock till 8 o'clock. I mean, 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock. And that's my 8-hour window. And then after that, you stop eating. You start fasting again. And it's just a really good way for people that don't like breakfast. I never eat breakfast, so this like lifestyle just works out for me, and you will drop weight so quick. How much do they pay you? Nothing. I don't get paid shit. Could go on Subway though. But when you eat the same but just train more. And here's the thing, guys. No diet will help you, okay? There's no like miracle diet. So like going back to the basics, it's always gonna come down to calories in versus calories out. So even though I'm doing this intermittent fasting that I'm talking about, you still need to make sure your calories are lower than your caloric maintenance. So if my caloric maintenance is 2,000 calories, which is what we calculated earlier online. I should be intaking like 1,500, 1,600 calories per day for me to lose the weight. And if you, of course, if you want to gain weight, you go above that by 500, 600. You do that, Rob. It's kind of funny that you do that for Ramadan, but yeah, it's still a good diet. Hey, Dar, I think I'm a little too high for you, man. Okay, from the 1st of January, I'm going to the gym to lose weight and make a good body like chest arm things. I'm pretty unfamiliar with these things, so can you help me? Well, that's what I'm talking about right now, Coney. And guys, when it comes down to workouts, like don't overthink the workouts too much, especially even if you're like trying to gain muscle mass. Like don't overthink the workout. Just go to bodybuilding.com and you could find workouts there. You could just search for some good workouts and do those. No answer to Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I was talking, man. Post your question again. I wasn't looking at chat. So Yo, not right now, Mug. I'm talking about losing weight, gaining weight. Now I'll answer that later, okay, buddy? This is going on YouTube, hopefully. Do you have any loose skin? Yeah, so I did have loose skin when I lost all my weight. So like when I went from like 270 to like 160. And like I was really skinny and I had loose skin and then I had to build some muscle and then lose it again. Gain weight, lose it again. But yeah, I had loose skin and I think I still have some loose skin to this day. Like you can't really see, but I still have loose skin. Like when I flex, it's not. You're gonna have loose skin. Like when you lose 110 pounds, because I lost 110 pounds, you're gonna have loose skin. But eventually, give it time. Gain some muscle. It'll go back to normal. It just takes time. But yeah, it's as simple as that for losing weight, guys. You just don't eat like shit. Cut out the bad stuff, all the sugars, fast food, pop. Like cut that out. Eat below your calories. Work out hard, and you'll lose weight. And same thing for people that want to gain weight, like gain muscle mass. Just go above your calories and take a lot of protein. Oh, another thing. Let me talk about protein. Your protein intake is super important. Let's say you're like, let's say you're 220 pounds. You want to be intaking 1 gram of protein per lean body mass. So if you're 220 pounds, you want to be intaking around like 150 and 180 grams of protein every day. And like even if you're trying to lose weight, like protein is so important. Make sure you're doing that. Supplements I take are creatine, amazing supplement. It's not bad for you. If anyone tells you it's bad, I could link you studies that that prove it's fine as long as you take the correct dosage. The creatine, whey protein is good. It's always better to get protein from food sources, but sometimes you can't. So that's when whey protein comes in handy. Vitamins. And BCAAs, of course. What if I dislike a lot of vegetables and other healthy shit besides fruits? Fruits are good. If you're gonna intake sugars, fruits are good. Vegetables, you can't dislike all vegetables, man. You could eat carrots. Carrots are good. Like raw. I hate steamed vegetables. I don't eat steamed vegetables. I can't do that. The only vegetables I eat is like raw. So like I could eat raw broccoli, or raw fucking carrots. I don't eat too many vegetables either, so I'm with you, man. I'm in the same boat. I'm a very picky eater. You started the queue? Why'd you guys? Okay. But yeah, I'm here. If the queue pops, I'll accept it. What type of diet do you do? No, no. See, like I said earlier, Rob, intermittent fasting. Just go to leangains.com and look up intermittent fast. That's what I do. It's not really. It's more of like a lifestyle, not a diet. The only diet you should be thinking about is just cutting out the shit in your life, man. You don't have to go super like. You don't have to go super into it, like or super like you don't have to do a super complex diet. Like I've tried everything. I've tried the keto diet. Okay, I'm not gonna say I've tried everything, but I've tried some weird shit. Like I've tried the keto diet. It was decent, but it wasn't for me. You don't have to do anything crazy, man. Just lower your calories and don't eat like shit. But yeah. So once again, lower your calories if you're trying to lose fat. Increase your calories if you're trying to gain weight or gain muscle mass. Now, here's a tip for you guys. If you guys do the intermittent fasting thing, if you go to the gym on an empty stomach or like a fasted state, what you want to do is you want to do low intensity cardio. So what I do, I'm always fasted when I go. I work out fasted. So what I do, I'll go on the treadmill for 30 minutes. I'll walk for like 20 to 30 minutes, just walking. Like I'll walk at a 3.5 speed and like a 3.5 incline. You don't want to run because if you start running, you're going to be breaking down other shit that's not fat. You'll start bringing down muscle. You don't want to do that. This is when you're fasted. Okay? So if you're in a fasted state, if you do low intensity cardio, this burns fat directly. And yeah, and then I'll intake my BCAAs and then I'll do some strength training. And then if you are not fasted, if you go to the gym with like, with food in your system, like you ate carbs, if you're not fasted, then the type of cardio you do want to do is HIIT cardio, high intensity interval training. And what this is, it's like a really good way of losing fat and maintaining muscle mass. It's kind of like what sprinters do. That's why they're always so fucking jacked. So what HIIT cardio is just sprinting for 30 seconds like as hard as you can, just going all out and then walking for 30 seconds. And then sprinting for 30 seconds and then walking. Think about it this way, like let's say you're driving a car. You fucking step on the pedal, you're going 100 miles an hour, slow down. Step on the pedal, you go 100 miles an hour, slow down. Compared to just going at like a steady 60 miles an hour, you're gonna burn more gas, going fast and then slow, fast and slow, rather than going at like a steady 60 miles an hour. Okay, so think about it that way. So if you have food in your system, you go to the gym, do HIIT cardio. You'll see people jogging on the treadmill, like especially women. They'll jog on the treadmill for like 45 minutes, and that's not doing shit for them. Like, yeah, it's helping, with their cardiovascular system, like it's helping with their heart and lungs and stuff. But if you're trying to lose fat or lose weight, jogging for 45 minutes isn't it won't do shit. Just do high intensity interval cardio training, I mean, and you'll lose weight a lot faster.